कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण, हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण
Ram Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare Ram
Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Shara
Krishna
Shara Shara
Hare Ram
Shara
Hare Ram
Shara
Ram
Shara
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Shara
Krishna Hare
Shara
Krishna
Shara
Hare
Shara
Ram Ram Hare
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 Shara Shara
Hare
Shara
Krishna
Shara
Hare Krishna
Shara
Krishna Krishna
Shara
Hare
Shara
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Shara
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Shara Shara
Hare
Shara
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Shara
Ram
Shara
Ram Ram
Shara
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Shara
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda
Kirtan party.
Prabhuji, they will take a minute. So
Sorry, Prabhu.
they will take a minute. So
Okay, yeah, sure. So we'll do a quick kirtan today, 5 minutes, and then we'll start the class because 8:45 I'm planning to end.
okay.
Okay, so that we'll have some time for question and answers. Okay.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
सरस्वती गौरवाणी प्रकारिणे निर्विशेषावादी भाषाचार्यशता
Nityananda.
श्रीवासानी
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Jaya Radha Jaya Rama 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 Sundari Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Shiva Prabhupada
Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya
Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Jai Jai
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Kirtan party ki Jai. Thank you very much again for joining this weekly program. So we'll begin our program by Mangalacharan. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya.
Narayanam Namaskritya.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Tato Jayamuridhire.
Tato Jayamudhiraye.
Jnanatimirandasya.
Om Jnanatimirandasya.
Mananjana Shalakaya.
Jnananjanashalakaya.
Klitam Mena.
Chakshushrumilitamena.
Shri Gurave Namaha.
Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha.
Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam.
Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam.
Stapitam Yena Bhutale.
Stapitam Yena Bhutale.
Ayam Rupa Kadam Haikyam.
Sadayam Rupam Kadamahyam.
Ati Swapadantikam.
Padati Swapadantikam.
Krishna Karuna Sindhu.
हे
Shri
कृष्ण
Krishna
करुणा
Karuna
सिंधु
Sindhu
बंधु जगतपते
दीनबंधु
Dinabandhu
जगत्पते
Jagatpate
रूपेश गोपिका कांता
गोपेश
Richa
गोपिका
Gopika
कांता
Kanta
कांता नमोस्तुते
राधा कांत
Radha Kanta
नमस्ते
Namostute
कांचन गौरांगी
तप्त
Tapta
कांचन
Kanchana
गौरांगी
Gaurangi
राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी
राधे
Radhe
वृंदावनेश्वरी
Vrindavaneshwari
भानुसुते देवे
वृषभानु सुते
Vrishabhanu
देवी
Sute Devi
नमामि हरिप्रिये
प्रणमामि
Namo
हरि
Hari
प्रिये
Priya
पंचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
पंचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha
कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च
कृपा
Kripa
सिन्धुभयेव च
Sindhubhya
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
पतितानां
Patitanam
पावनेभ्यो
Pavanebhyo
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
वैष्णवेभ्यो
Vaishnavebhyo
नमो
Namo
नमः
जय
Namaha
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
जय
Sri
श्री
Krishna
कृष्ण
Chaitanya
चैतन्य
Chaitanya
प्रभु नित्यानंद
प्रभु
Prabhu
नित्यानंद
Nityananda
श्री अद्वैत गदाधार
श्री
Sri
अद्वैत
Advaita
गदाधर
Gadadhara
श्री गौर भक्त वृंद
Sri
श्रीवासादि गौर
Gaura
भक्त
Bhakta
वृंद
Vrinda Vrinda
हरे कृष्णा
हरे
Hare
कृष्णा हरे
Krishna Hare
कृष्णा
Krishna
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे
कृष्णा कृष्णा
Krishna
हरे
Krishna
हरे
Hare Hare
हरे राम
हरे
Hare
राम हरे
Rama
राम
Hare Rama
राम हरे हरे
राम राम हरे हरे
Hare Hare
विष्णु पादाय
नमो
Vishnu
विष्णु
Vishnu
पादाय
Padaya
कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले
कृष्ण
Krishna
पृष्ठाय
Prasthaya
भूतले
Bhutale
श्रीमती भक्ति वेदांत
श्रीमते
Srimati
भक्ति
Bhakti
वेदांता
Vedanta
इति नामिने
Iti
स्वामी निति
Namine
नामिने
नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे
नमस्ते
Namaste
सरस्वती
Saraswati
देवे
Deve
गौरवाणी प्रचारणे
गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे
Pracharine
निर्विशेष शून्यवादी
निर्विशेष
Nirvishesha
शून्यवादी
Sunyavadi
पाश्चात्य देश तारणे
पाश्चात्य देश
Paschati
तारिणे
Deshatarine
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
देवकी नंदनाय च
देवकी
Devaki
नंदनाय च
Nandaraya
नंदगोपकुमाराय
नंद गोप
Gopa
कुमाराय
Kumaraya
गोविन्दाय नमो नमः।
गोविंदाय नमो
Vindaya
नमः
Namo Namaha
नमो पंकजनाभाय
नमो
Namo
पंकज नाभाय
Pankajanaభaya
नमो पंकजमालिने
नमो
Namo
पंकज मालिने
Pankajamaline
नमो पंकजनेत्राय
नमो
Namo
पंकज नेत्राय
Pankajanetraya
नमस्ते पंकजांग्रये
नमस्ते
Namaste
पंकजांग्रे
मुखं
Pankajankre
करोति वाचालं
मुखं करोति
Karachoji
वाचालं
Vachalam
अंगुं लङ्घयते गिरिं
अंगुं लांघयते गिरिं
Gram
कृपातमहं वन्दे
तद अहं कृपा वन्दे
Chamante
श्रीगुरुं दीनतारणम्।
श्रीगुरुं
Gurum Dena
दीनतारणम्
Saranam
Hare Krishna. I will
Krishna
quickly recap last week's session for about 10 minutes and then we'll continue our session, new session, okay? So who is going to, was there? Arundhati Mataji was not there. Kirtida?
Sure, Prabhu. In the last class, Arjuna was like he continued to lament that he didn't wanted to fight because all the people whom he was seeing in the opposite party were all his relatives, and we discussed the names of Krishna, 3 different names: Janardana, Govinda, and Madhusudana. Govinda had different meanings. One who gives pleasure to the senses, who takes care of the cows, and who knows the Vedas completely, and few other meanings. And Arjuna is asking Krishna that you understand my mind, you know everything, you know what is happening, you know all my thoughts, because you are the Paramatma. So I don't want to fight because I don't get any pleasure. He was thinking just from his point. He was not thinking that he had to please Krishna at all at that point of time. And also we discussed who are the aggressors, like 6 different aggressors, and who actually, the punishment would be to kill, who could be killed.
Anything else?
That's what I remember. Like in the 6 aggressors, I remember you were telling about the Bhima's pastime, where Duryodhana gave him poison. So anybody who poisons you, you can kill him. That was one thing. And then whoever burns the house, that was one thing. And then who occupies others' land, where the Kauravas were not ready to give even the place how much a needle, the tip of a needle can occupy. So that they also could be killed. And actually Kauravas had done all these things to Pandavas, and also kidnapping others' wife, where Draupadi was brought to the forced to come to the assembly, and they tried to disrobe her. So actually it was meeting all the 6 things. But still Arjuna, though he understood everything, but still he was in so much of compassion that he still didn't wanted to fight with Kauravas.
Very
That's
Yes,
yes.
it's almost covered all the points. So anybody else wants to add? Suraj Prabhu, you raised your hand.
I wanted to say the aggressors.
Oh, you want to say aggressors? Okay, go ahead.
Poison giver, like Duryodhan gave poison to Bhima, sets fire to the house in the Lakshagraha, attacks with deadly weapons. Attacks with deadly weapons, plunders riches, and one who occupies others' land, one who kidnaps a wife. And that's it, Prabhuji.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Prabhuji, I wanted to add something else. Unless a goal is proper, you cannot succeed. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you. Wonderful, Prabhu. Very nice. So anybody else wants to add anything?
Prabhuji, I would like to add just 2 more, Prabhuji,
Yes,
just to
yes.
summarize what Kalamataji said. So mainly in these 2 verses, what we covered, not 2, like 32 to 35, one part, and 36, one part. In 32, 35, the reason why he used Govinda and Madhusudana and is because ultimately Arjuna is saying that you are the master of the senses. Now, if we try to do anything to please our senses, then it is like sense gratification. So that's why Arjun is approaching Krishna that you are the master of the senses. So now you tell me how can I kill these people? And the reason why Arjuna is referring only those his relatives, like fathers, grandfathers, teachers, but he's not mentioning about everyone of all the Akshwinis, because he's with attachment, he's in the moha. So the 2 things for us to learn here is, when you're attached again, same thing like the last verse, your decision is wrong, and then you won't take the right decision. But the right thing what Arjuna did, and which Krishna wants us to learn, is you seek the higher authorities and ask, and then keep the goal as to please Krishna, because he's the master of the senses. That's the like a summary part. And the 36th shloka, again he used the word aggressors, and he used Janardana, because there's 2 things here. Janardana is mainly you protect us, but I'm confused because you also, so are you trying to protect everyone or are you trying to kill everyone? And again, Arjuna is confused because he's in the moha. So the significance why, and like the words that are used in the shloka, and for us to learn with the examples Kirta Mataji and Suhrut said, the summary bottom line is, that's how I felt, I remembered, Prabhuji. and few other quotes and shlokas you had given. I think that's all I wanted to share.
Very nice, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Anyone else quickly? Another 2 minutes.
Yeah, Prabhuji, one thing you told, like I noted that one. We as an independent soul, our goal should be not to fall under the material whole, rather remember the whole who is super soul.
Very nice.
Yeah, you remembered it.
So there is no sloka for this, but it is just rhyming. Easy to remember, right?
Yeah. We have to remember. Prabhuji. Yeah.
Very nice, Prabhu. So that's it. So we'll continue then with the new sloka. Actually, previously, Krishna was also called as Madhava in 1.35. You see, so he says not Madhava, Madhusudana. He was called Madhusudana, and also he was called Janardana. So these are different names, right? So in 1.36, he was called as Madhava, Sukhinaha Shama Madhava, right? So that is again one more thing, because Madhava means it's all auspiciousness. Now we already went through that. Madhava also means auspiciousness. No? So Arjuna is saying that you are the one who wants auspiciousness everywhere, but you are putting me in this stage where it leads to inauspiciousness. Okay. Arjuna is kind of talking very saintly, but he's actually becoming coward. Now he wants to run away from the war. Right. So that's what we studied. So this week we'll take up 1.37 and 38, and we'll try to cover 1.39 also. So we'll see how it goes. So 1.37 to 38. Who wants to chant? Wants to recite? Yeah, Ankita Mataji there?
No, Prabhu, she isn't here.
Oh, okay. So we'll give chance to kids. Is Prachna Mataji there?
No, Prabhuji, she's in another class today.
Okay. So, so Surat Prabhu, you can chant.
यद्यपि एते न पश्यन्ति
Adeyapi ete na pasyanti.
लोभोपहतस् एतसः
Lobopahata chetasa
कुलक्षये कृतं दोषं
Kulakshaya
Kshaya Kritam Dosham
मित्रदोहे चापातकम्
Mitra Drahe
Patakam
कथं अश्नेयम् अस्माभिः
Katam Nagneyam Asmadhihi
Smabhe
पापाद् निवर्तितम्
Asman Nivartitam
कुलक्षये कृतं दोषं
Kulakshaya Kritam Dosham
प्रति नर्दना
Prapasya Janardana
Janardana.
Translation, O Janardana, although these men, their hearts overtaken by greed, see no fault in killing one's family or quarreling with friends, why should we, who can see the crime and destroy a family, engage in these acts of sin?
Very nice. So,
Very nice.
yes. So Arjuna, like in the previous slokas, right, he has been given various reasons not to fight. Okay, so first what he did do, first he said we have to show compassion, right? Because he is a devotee, then he's showing compassion. Whether the other party is showing compassion or not, he is not caring. but he is showing compassion. Now, first thing, that is again moha barita, daya. Daya is showing compassion, but it is moha barita, based on attachment. Then what he says that, oh, I cannot, because I cannot be happy if I kill them, they all get killed. What will I do? I cannot enjoy kingdom because they are not there. So he gives another reason. So I cannot enjoy without them. So he says, I cannot fight. And the third reason he gives is that, even though they are aggressors, they have done all faulty activities before, still I cannot kill them because I'll incur sins, right? So that is another reason he gives. So last sloka, what does he do? He says, even though they are aggressors, then I cannot kill. But in this he says, if you notice that the words, the sentence, kulakshaye kritam dosham, kulakshaye kritam dosham. So he's referring to kulakshaya, the destruction of the dynasty. So he's referring twice. That means he's still in attachment. Saujanya Mataji has raised hand. So yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, I don't know if it's just me. Your voice is so low, Prabhuji. I've put maximum. If everyone is able to hear, then
Yeah,
just
that's
make
correct, Prabhuji. I wanted to
Yes.
tell. Thank you, Mataji.
Even I wanted to tell.
Is it okay now?
Yes, Prabhuji, better, I think.
When you are getting closer, then it is fine, Prabhuji.
Okay. Is it okay now?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah,
For
it is
better.
perfect now.
I'm not sure why it is. Maybe the distance.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So yes. So here Arjuna is saying that he does not want to fight. He is giving another reason. Why? What is that reason? He says that destroying the family won't yield anything. Kulakshaye kritam dosham. Okay. So he gave all these reasons he's giving. It's based on bodily consciousness. We all know that. Okay. So he says that Dhritarashtra should have realized by now, right? Dhritarashtra or Duryodhana should have realized by now that if these people die, then they are not going to enjoy. They should have realized, but they don't realize because they are overtaken by greed. He says here, lobo pahata chetasa. So they are overtaken by, overpowered their hearts. Chetasa means hearts, their hearts. Cheta means heart. Chetasaha means their hearts. Their hearts is overpowered by greed. So that is why they are not realizing that killing these people is not yielding anything. They can't be happy themselves. So, but I as a devotee, I realize that killing these people, I'm not going to enjoy. So he gave all valid. So any mundane person, he listens to Arjuna's valid reasons, right? These are very valid reasons, right? So he says, no, I cannot fight because of these valid reasons, but the other party is not realizing because they are very greedy. So a greedy person, actually, a greedy person can do any levels of sin. Okay, that is what they are ready for. This Duryodhan and Dhritarashtra son, they are ready to do any kind of sinful actions. Okay, they're in the path of adharma. So that is why they are very greedy. In fact, in Bhagavad Gita, in upcoming slokas, there are certain slokas which talks about this 3 gates to hell. Anyone remembers that? There are 3 gates to hell. And one of the gate is this.
Greed.
Okay, so there are 3 gates to hell. Lust, greed, and anger are considered to be the 3 doors, the gates to hell. It is mentioned in the later chapter, right? In 16th chapter, it is mentioned, Trividam narakasya idam. Now you remember that sloka? Trividam narakasya idam dvaram nachanamatmana kama krodhas tata lobhas tasmad etat trayam trajet. Now he says that these are the 3 gates leading to hell. Now lust, anger, and greed. So any sane man should give up, for they are leading to the degradation of the soul. Trayam trajet. He says all these 3 should be given up. Therefore, it should be given up. So, but Arjuna, Duryodhan, they are still covered by greed. Even in Bhagavatam, it is also mentioned that Tada rajas tamo bhava kama lobha dhayas chaye. Chetayeter anavidham stitam sattve prasidati. So even there in Bhagavatam it says, tada rajas tamo bhavaha. All these three the modes, these are based on the modes of passion, mode of ignorance. These three should be given up. Otherwise, you cannot become a devotee. So Bhagavatam says, unless you are a devotee, you cannot become happy, right? One may say that, oh, I have so much wealth, I have so many people around me, I have so many followers, I can still be happy. So Bhagavatam says, no, you cannot be happy. If you are not a devotee, you cannot be happy. Because majority of the population in today's world, if you see, mostly they are influenced by these two modes, right? This mode of passion and mode of ignorance, right? Tamoguna and Rajoguna. Tamo means ignorance and Rajo means passion. So mode of goodness is very, very rare, very rare. But majorly they are influenced by this mode. So what happens if you get influenced by these modes, like Duryodhan, he is getting influenced. What happens by these modes? Then the outcome of this mode, say for example, Tamoguna. Tamoguna means ignorance, right? From this ignorance, Kama will arise in her. Kama means it is not just sex alone. Kama means desire, deep desires to enjoy the world through this body and senses. You will get that. This is because of Tamogun, right? Ignorance. Ignorance, you see, some people, you can easily visualize that they are in ignorance. That means they just want to enjoy, they want to take, they always are lazy, lethargic, they want to just eat, take rest, that's all. They're not active, only for the sustenance of the body, they work very little. Okay, so those people are in a mode of ignorance. For those people, the other outcome is, Kama, the desires also will increase. Now, desire to enjoy through this body and senses. From Rajoguna, the mode of passion, this greed comes. That is what exactly happening to Duryodhan, mode of passion. So I want to fight, I want to kill all these people. So from this, even to enjoy the kingdom. See, in our case, if we have to enjoy through this body, the enjoying objects, they are not freely available in the market. They're not free. So you have to work, right? So we end up working for those to attain something or to enjoy something. Suppose say if I want to watch a movie, right? If you have a 21-inch TV, it's not, you don't enjoy really. So I want a bigger TV. So to enjoy that, I have to work more. I have to spend more. And where do I get money from? So I have to work more, right? To work, then you get less money, but that is not satisfied. So you work more. So then that leads to greed. So our life is totally based on, all these, right? Pavarga. We learned in one of our session, right? Do anyone remember this? Pavarga? Pa, pa, ba, ba, ma.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, this is pa, pa, ba, pa, ba, ha, ma. Okay, so the first varga, right, that begins with pa. See, why I'm saying this, why I'm referring this is this. The entire life, our life, day-to-day life is based on these things, pa, pa, ba, ba, ma. So that is how we get all these tamoguna and rajoguna, the ignorance and the kama, the greed, all these we get because of this, the pa varga, right? Pa means what? That parishrama, we work very hard, right? Day night we work. So many hours we put on to our work. Instead of putting hours on the devotional service, our sadhana, we put so much hours on work. Why? We want to get more and more money. Oh, he has a bigger house, I have to get a bigger house. He has a better car, I have to get a better car. So we always compare and then we earn more and more. So the greed increases. This is parishrama. Parishrama means we work like, Acharya says that we work like donkey. Okay, donkey does what? It just works. Okay, so donkey finally he thinks, oh, my master gave me some grass to eat, but donkey doesn't realize grass is all around, but still when so much load put on the donkey, it will go it will go to the other end, and then there he'll put another load, the donkey comes to this end. Okay, but grass is all around, donkey can just eat, but donkey thinks, oh, after working so much, my master is giving me some grass to eat, food to eat. right? So likewise, we don't realize, we keep working. That is parishrama. That is first pa. Pa, bha, pa. Now second pa varga is pa. Pa means pena. Pena means in Sanskrit, it is called foam. Right? You have seen that, right? In many animals.
Jhag,
In the jag.
jhag.
So jag. So in English it is foam, right? Foam means that you have seen in many animals, especially in horse and I think cow also, or some other animals who work very hard. The foam will be coming out of their mouth, right? So similarly, we are also referred like that, because after working so much, then even the exhaustion, what we get, it is like a foam. The following that hard labor comes this exhaustion, right? Exhaustion. So we exhaust, right? Then the sweat comes out and all these things. That is fena. And the third is bha. Bha means in Sanskrit vyartata. Vyartata means it is frustration. So we try to achieve so much. The outcome definitely is not satisfactory. Any work we do, any material work we do, finally we are not satisfied. Whatever. Today we might be satisfied temporarily, but tomorrow, then I'm not satisfied. I want to do something else, something bigger. So then you work hard again. So that is bha. Bha means frustration. We easily get frustrated. The fourth one is bhaya. We always are attached to this. This is one of the most important aspects, bhaya, right? Without fear. See, why we work, as I explained in many sessions back, that we think we will enjoy by working today, right? And if we stop working today, then tomorrow we may not enjoy. So that fear is there. Okay, so that is why we work today. It is not that we want to enjoy today. So every day we think like that. Oh, tomorrow I might enjoy. So that is why today I will work. Okay. So next month when the salary comes, I might enjoy. That is why for salary I have to work today. So that way, always in future tense, we think, oh, we'll be enjoying in future. We'll be enjoying in future. In the due course, we would have already spent 60, 70 years and you are almost at the fag end of your life. Then it will be your kids who are going to enjoy, right? So you work like a donkey, then ultimately you're not enjoying, but your kids will be enjoying. And to see that even we may not be existing also. So that is always that fear factor is there. Because of the fear factor, we are trying to achieve so many things. Oh, what if I don't have a house? I'll come onto the streets. Then who is going to take care? But Krishna is so merciful. We don't know this fact that every creature he created in this universe, he has provided, and he will be providing with no lack. He will be providing everything, even for the ant, the minutest element or minutest being created. Even for that minute being, Krishna has created a food and shelter, everything. Even the defensive weapons he has given. So for ant, it might bite, or for mosquito, it might bite. It may have defensive mechanism, right? So for everything, Krishna has provided fine. So we don't have to struggle over and over. Okay. Atyarasya prayasascha. It is also said in Rupa Goswami's Nectar of Instruction, right? So it is said that you don't have to over endeavor to get things, because everything is destined, everything is planned. It will come to you. If it has to come to you, it will come to you. You don't have to over endeavor. So that is bhaya. That is all because of bhaya. And finally, what the fifth stage is? Finally, is ma. Pa, ba, ba, ma. Ma means mrityu. Mrityu means death. So we are actually not aware of the death, because once we discuss that the death experience is like thousands and thousands scorpion biting together, right? That much painful that death is, but we don't realize that. And also one day everybody dies. This philosophy everyone knows. Everyone knows that one day we will die, but still we are not working towards it. See, Yudhishthir Maharaj was asked by Yaksha Prashna. In Yaksha Prashna, Yudhishthir Maharaj will be asked, what is the most amazing thing in this world? Now, what did Yudhishthir Maharaj say?
Everybody
Ahani mahani.
thinks that
Huh?
everybody thinks that they're now going to die and they live, but they know that they will die.
Yeah. Ahani ahani bhutani gachantiya yamalaya shesha stavaram ichanti kim ascharya mataparam. So that is most amazing. Everybody thinks he's not going to die, and he wants to work hard like donkey, and then he finally will die. He's not going to enjoy. Somebody else will be enjoying. Okay. So that is our condition. So all these conditions, pavarga, we have to be away from all these things. Only then we don't fall under the influence of this rajoguna or tamoguna, right? And then what happens? Then we won't have this deep desire if we don't fall under tamoguna. Rajoguna means greed. So we won't have this greed. So Duryodhan here, is and Duryodhan and his party, the whole party, they're very greedy. They're very greedy to enjoy, the wealth or the palace, right? Arjuna is saying, let them be. Their hearts are covered, empowered by greed. Doesn't matter, but I don't want to fight. I'm not greedy, so I can give it up. So he's referring here twice this kulakshaye. Kula means family or dynasty. He's saying that family will be destroyed. So I don't want to fight. I can give it up. Let them enjoy, right? So that is what in this sloka is specifically saying that. So Saujanya Mata, you raised your hand.
Yes, Prabhuji. So when you said about this pavarga, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it said and why they say like as pavarga? Like we have so many other alphabets, but is there a significance why they say that pavarga means pa pa baba man, vaut is pa means like that?
No, the significance with other vargas also is only matching with our day-to-day life. It is just analytic.
Oh, it's just used to analyze and answer.
Used to analyze our condition. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Okay, so
thank you.
varga has the meaning, but here it is used to analyze our conditions. Material.
It's just a way of explaining.
Exactly. It's a way of explaining things. They're using it.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. So
and just wanted to mention, Prabhuji.
Yes.
So yeah, as you told, that is absolutely 100% correct. And second thing is, since Prabhupada mentioned that, so that whatever the Acharya mentions, we follow that. So like in our Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, there is a restriction in the drinking the tea. So we do not drink the tea, but there is also restriction, not to even eat the radish and all. I mean, what is called that
Mulangi.
Mulangi and the carrot. So, but we eat that because Acharya told to eat the carrot. So we eat that. In Jain Sampradaya, they also follow even harder than us. So, but they drink coffee. There is coffee allowed. So their Acharya told like, okay, coffee is restricted. I mean, it's not restricted to you. You can use. So the meaning is, I was listening to the lecture of Hariparsad Prabhu. So from there he quoted. So that's what, since our Acharya allowed saying that this way, our Acharya focused on the Pavarga so that we can understand, we are also referring the same. Hare Krishna.
Yes, thank you, Prabhu.
So Prabhupada mentioned this Pavarga as explanation, Prabhuji?
Yes, many places it is mentioned.
That's fine. Oh,
The
okay.
Prabhupada has used this. So, so we have to be under Apavarga, not Pavarga. Apavarga. Apavarga is exactly opposite of Pavarga. We should not be, basically, when you come to Bhakti Yoga, it is Apavarga. You don't struggle like animals. You don't, foam, and you don't become greedy. So all these characteristics you won't have if you fall under Apavarga. So that is what Srila Prabhupada has mentioned many places. Yes.
Prabhuji, for Pa you said Parishrama, for Fa you said Fena, and for Ba you said Vyartha, but did you say any word with Ba again?
Bha means bhaya, second bha.
Yeah, that I understood, Prabhuji, but the third one, ba, just simple ba.
Bha means Vyartata means it's frustration.
No, did you say any word which starts with ba letter?
No.
Right? Okay, I thought I missed it. Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
No. Okay. So yeah. So we basically is referring here the greedy character. Okay. So we don't have to have that greedy, and that comes because of Rajoguna, and Duryodhana is exactly what it is doing. So Arjuna says, let them be greedy. I don't want to fight, and then the family gets destroyed, right? Kulakshaye kritam dosham. I don't want to destroy. I don't want to be cause for this destruction. Okay, so that's what it is. So we'll go to the next sloka, 1.39. Who else is? Brinda is there? Brinda? Okay. Who else is there? Kids. Okay. Arundhati Mata, you can chant.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam, Algo Shishila Prabhu. Thank you very much for joining.
How are you today?
Time. Welcome back.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Very nice, very nice. Yes, Arundhati Mataji, please go ahead with that.
Yes, Prabhu.
1.39.
Sure. एषा ते विहिता संख्ये
1.39. Kulakshaye pranashyanti.
कुलक्षया प्रणश्यन्ति
Kulakshaye
Pranashyanti.
कुलधर्मा सनातनः
Kuladharma sanatana.
धर्मेणास्ते कुलं कृष्णम्
Dharmenaste kulam krishnam
अधर्मो अभिभीवते उत
adharmo abhibhavate yuta.
With the destruction of the dynasty, the eternal family tradition is vanquished, and thus the rest of the family becomes involved in irreligion. In the system,
Yes, so this is very important, very important in the sense that from Arjuna perspective, it is very important because Arjuna is trying to give so many valid reasons to Krishna. Krishna is just listening because Krishna knows everything. Internally he's laughing, oh, Arjuna, come on. But Krishna is just listening here. And so Arjuna is saying that what will happen if the previous sloka we read, right? The family will get destroyed. So what is the effect of the family getting destroyed? He says, with the destruction of the dynasty, the entire family tradition is vanquished. And thus, the rest of the family becomes involved in religion. So here specifically it is mentioned, rest of the family means what? Basically, whatever we are following, right? There are two kinds of dharma. What is that? One is aparadharma. Aparadharma means others, taking care of others, taking care of elders, taking care of family members, etc. All that. Aparadharma. Then there is another thing called paradharma. Paradharma means which is higher than the aparadharma. That means practicing bhakti or following Guru's instruction. Whatever bhakti or sadhana what we do is, that is paradharma. That is highest dharma. One is aparadharma, taking care of elders and other family members. So he says, Arjuna says, what happens if the family gets destroyed? If family gets vanquished, pranashyanti, then there will be irreligion. Nobody is going to follow the religion. So everybody has their aparadharma, right? The family people are not protected, especially when it comes to women, right? Women, they have to be protected at every stages of life, right? The male people who are actually entitled to take taking care of the family members, the women, children, and old age people. Suppose say if they get killed in this war, right? All the gents, say there are how many Akshayani Senas? There are 18 Akshayani Senas, right? If all the male people, they get killed, then what will happen to their wives? They'll become widow, right? Then who is going to take care of them? There won't be anybody to take care of them. When this becomes, then every house, the irreligion will start. Irreligion means what? The old tradition, whatever they follow, the old dharma, that will get spoiled. And women, they will become orphaned, and they'll become a part of exploitation. Now people, they exploit very easily. They exploit women. Now we have seen, right, in so many devastating events you hear every day-to-day life in this world, that women are exploited, right? So all these things, Arjuna is foreseeing all these things. Women, they will get exploited, because women in Varnashrama Dharma, they have to be protected by men, right? When women, they are young, they have to be protected by father. So when they get married, they have to be protected by husband. And when they become old, they have to be protected by son.
Children, son.
Now that is why they always expect, I want son, I want son, I want son. Nobody wants a daughter, because daughter gets married and goes to other house. But I want son, because why? They want to follow that tradition. So there is also Pitru Paksha. So now it is Pitru Paksha month. So there's many traditions have to be followed, and that has to be followed only by son. So that is why it says, Pateti iti pita. That means Pateti means one who protects is called Pita. Pateti iti Pita. And Pateti iti Pati. The one who protects wife is called Pati. Pateti iti Pati. Pateti iti Suta. Right? One who protects is called Suta. Suta means son. Right? So in these three stages, women have to be protected. But Arjuna is saying, if family gets destroyed, women, they all become widow. If they all become widow, who is going to protect them? Nobody. Then what will happen? Exploitation. Right? So this is proper Varnashrama Dharma. So Arjuna knows everything. He knows Dharma Shastra also, right? So whatever Arjuna is speaking makes 100% sense, right? You agree?
Yes.
Yes, it makes 100% sense. But let's see, eventually what Krishna says. So that is what in this sloka it says. Kula dharma sanatanaha dharma nashte kulam krishnam. It says the whole. Krishnam means not Krishnam. Krishnam. Krishnam means the whole. Okay. The whole family will get involved in the religion. Adharmo. Adharmo abhibhavati uta. So there is some noise behind. Okay. So that is what he is saying here in this sloka. So let's see what he says in further slokas. Any questions?
Prabhu, what did you say about 18 Ashwini something you said?
Akshoini Sena. There are 18 Akshoini Senas, right? 11 from Kauravas and 7 from Pandavas, right? So in the fight, what if everybody dies? Everybody may die. You don't know the result of the war. So if male people die, there are not women there. So in any war, if you see, any war, whether it is Kurukshetra war or in the modern day war, any war you see, the main sufferers are women. Actually, the male will go, they will die. But the main sufferer, the effect is, outcome will come to women. And women are not protected. So that is what Arjuna says. All Akshoini Sena people, if they die, there'll be thousands and thousands, not thousands, actually lakhs of women, they will become widow. And they're not protected. Correct? That is what he says. Anything else before we proceed to the next one? Okay.
Prabhuji, what you told this Pati, Pita and Suta. So Suta also you told...
Suta means son.
Yeah. So what you told iti something?
Yeah. Pateti iti Pita, Pateti iti Pati, Pateti iti Suta. So three stages.
In Suta, how you are saying that Pate iti Suta?
No, Suta means son. Son will protect mother, right?
Right. So Pate iti, are you breaking in Sanskrit or what you are using that? I'm not understanding that.
No, not Sanskrit, literal meaning, but Pateti means one who protects. Pateti.
Okay.
So
Got
one
it.
who protects we call iti sutta. Okay. So one who protects. So when women become old, then it is ideal according to Varnashrama Dharma, son should protect women, right?
Got it, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, the gents who are stronger sex, even according to the modern world, they have to protect women. They have to protect kids. They have to protect cows. They have to protect brahmanas. They have to protect elders. You know, Srila Prabhupada mentioned this many places. They have to
Yeah.
be protected.
Yeah. Teachings of Lord Lord Kapila to Devahuti, Mother Devahuti.
Yes.
So third canto, 29th chapter, the all details are there, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Correct. So they have to be protected. Otherwise, it's going to be irreligion. That's what exactly Arjuna is mentioning here. Okay. So we'll
So
come
that
to
means, Prabhuji, so that means one who protects as a father, one who protects as a
husband, pati.
husband, and one as a father, son, and husband.
Father, husband, in the chronological
Husband,
order, if
yeah.
you take father, husband,
Husband.
and son.
Father, husband. Okay, got it, Prabhuji.
Okay. And for that, actually, see, again, we should not mistaken, because then guys will become dominant. You know, so we can't say, oh, I am protecting you. You have to behave like my slave. You know, so that's not the essence of it. Okay, unless you are servant of mine, then I cannot protect you. No, we cannot. So there is more to it. You know, when we talk about Varnashrama Dharma, then we can discuss all these in details. But and at least on the higher scale, this is what it is according to our dharma. You know, we have to protect. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 1.40 is Mukund Prabhu there?
Yes, Prabhuji. Mukund is here. Mukund,
Prabhu, please.
140.
Krishna.
Adharma Bhavat Krishna.
Shanti Kulastriya.
Pradishyanti Kulastriya.
Shuddhastasha Varshnaya.
Vistu Dastatu Vasniya.
Varna Sankaraha.
Jayate Varna Shankaraha.
Religion is prominent in the family. Oh, Krishna, the women of the family become polluted. And from the degradation of womanhood, O descendant of Vrishni, comes unwanted progeny.
See, so this is where he's saying. So Arjuna, actually, in the previous sloka itself, we learned that what happens if irreligion builds. First, he says that family will get destroyed. Okay, what will happen if family gets destroyed? In order, he's saying if family gets destroyed, then there will be irreligion in the family. Okay, so what does that irreligion means? Irreligion means when irreligion is prominent in the family, oh Krishna, the women of the family become polluted. Is very clearly mentioning here. Women of the family gets polluted. So that means what? Nobody is there to protect them. And protect them means what? People, whoever male are there, they're going to exploit them, because it's very easy to exploit women. You know, so the simplest thing is very easy to exploit women is just go to a woman and talk very nicely, flattering words, flattery words. Okay, oh, you're so nice, you're beautiful, you have dressed so nicely, you look so wonderful, they'll fall for you. So that's so easy. Right? I mean, practically I'm talking, it's very easy to flatter a woman. So that's what he's saying here. The woman will become polluted, and from the degradation of the womanhood, there will be unwanted progeny, Varna Sankara, right? So if this Varna Sankara, again, Varna Sankara means unwanted children. Unwanted children does not mean that too many children, you know. So one person might have like 10, 12 children. Doesn't mean that, okay, only 2 are wanted, or we wanted only 2, but unfortunately we got 10 more. No, not that like that. Unwanted children means those children who are not under the principles of religiosity. Okay, unwanted children. So that means they don't know any dharmic, they don't have any dharmic nature. Children who don't have any religious values, they are called unwanted. Okay, they are animalistic nature. So that means even those characteristics, how they get, is based on parents only. That is why in ISKCON, if you see, they recommend Garbhadana Samskara. You know that, right? Garbhadana Samskara, before woman conceives, that you have to follow this Garbhadana Samskara. Why? It is very essential. Okay, it is not that, you know, it's just a fanatic. It is very essential. Before you conceive, you should do like 50 rounds of chanting, do only devotional service and other things, you know, only related to spirituality. Then you'll get a good child, because there will be so many atmas in the environment, you know, which have good qualities and bad qualities, all that. So if good qualities has to enter into your, garbha, then you have to follow this samskara. So one who does not have this samskara is what it is referred here. Unwanted children. Unwanted children means those who do not have samskaras. What happens? You know, parents just give birth to a child, and then finally they'll come, oh, my daughter is not listening to me, my son is not listening to me, what to do? It's your problem. You didn't follow properly, then you got this output. That is your problem. Okay, because most of the parents, they crib. Finally, when son and daughter becomes elder, when they'll kick us, then we'll go, oh, why is this happening to me? Right? Why is my son behaving like this? Because we train them. It is not fault of kids. Right? So to follow all these things, we need proper samskara. So those who don't have samskaras, they are called unwanted progeny. So this will happen. You know, if only women, they are not protected, when they are exploited, all these things will happen. Unwanted progeny, right? Srila Prabhupada, in the purport, if you read, right? Let's take the purport of Srila Prabhupada's. What does this purport say? 1.40, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
So let me read this purport. Good population in human society is the basic principle for peace, prosperity, and spiritual progress in life. The Varnashrama religion's principles were so designed that the good population would prevail in society for the general spiritual progress of state and community. Such population depends on the chastity and faithfulness of its womanhood. You know, this is very important. You know, as children are very prone to be misled, women are similarly very prone to degradation. Therefore, both children and women require protection by the elder members of the family. By being engaged in various religious practices, women will not be misled into adultery. According to Chanakya Pandit, women are, you have to be really careful in understanding this. You know, don't misunderstand. I'm telling you this sentence, okay? Because, you know, many people misunderstood when they read this and when Srila Prabhupada said this, okay? According to Chanakya Pandit, women are generally not very intelligent and therefore not trustworthy. Okay, so the different family traditions of religious activities should always engage them, and thus their chastity and devotion will give birth to a good population eligible for participating in the Varnashrama system. On the failure of such Varnashrama dharma, naturally the women become free to act and mix with men, and thus adultery is indulged in at the risk of unwanted population. Irresponsible men always provoke adultery in society, and thus unwanted children flood the human race at the risk of war and pestilence. So it is very powerful statement, right? So many people got bewildered actually when Srila Prabhupada said this, right? Women are not very intelligent. According to Chanakya Pandit, women are not very intelligent. So people they were very unhappy to hear this. So one has to really understand what this Srila Prabhupada is meaning here, right? So is he talking at the bodily level? First thing. Is he talking at the soul level? Somebody is playing mridangam. Okay, so Srila Prabhupada talking this or making this comparison at the soul level, because women are not very intelligent, okay, men are very intelligent, right? So first thing we have to analyze, right? So is he comparing at the soul level? No, he's not comparing at the soul level, because today we are in this body, right? Male body. The same soul can transmigrate and get into a female body. Tomorrow we can become female. So is he comparing at the soul level? No, he's not comparing at the soul level. Okay, but is he comparing at the intellectual level or the mental level? He's not comparing at mental level also, because you see many people in India or anywhere in the world, then if you see their results in IIT or in any other exams, big exams, right? Nowadays, girls are doing better. They're better than boys, right? That is a statistics. Girls are doing much better. So that means they are very brainy. They are very intelligent, right? So if you consider at the mental level also, they are doing better. So why then Prabhupada is saying that women are very less intelligent? So we have to understand this very carefully, right? So this is compared at the conscious level. Now, what is our eternal conscious? What should be our eternal conscious? That means we always have to be. What is our eternal dharma? We are part and parcel of Krishna. We are the individual souls. We are not the body. So this is the secret, right? We all know this. We are not this body. We are the independent soul. But this understanding in women is less. So that is what Srila Prabhupada is mentioning. Srila Prabhupada mentions that this understanding of that I am not this body, I am the soul, this understanding, women, they have very less understanding of this. They don't realize. Why? Because of their design. Because women are very more emotional and they are attached compared to men. They are more emotional, they are sentiment, they are attached compared to men. They are more on bodily consciousness. And hence, Srila Prabhupada is saying they are less intelligent because they think more on bodily consciousness based on their bodily design. You know, that's how it is designed. So that is why Srila Prabhupada, you know, for example, you know, in a crude example, if I have to give, in day-to-day life, right, women, they decorate themselves more. Do men decorate themselves more? They spend so much time in decoration, right? In even putting tilak or whatever it is, they take so much time for decorating their body. Men don't take that much time, right? So anything you take, they are very attached. Even if it comes to kids or any relations, they are very attached. They are more sentiment, they're more emotional than men, right? So if they dovetail that, you know, this is the downside of them. But if they dovetail the same attachment towards spirituality, towards Krishna, then they can become better devotee than male. Because male by default, they can easily give up things. They are not attached too much. They can easily give up by design. Okay, so but women are not. But if they dovetail that same attachment, deep attachment, what they have, dovetail towards Krishna, they can become better devotee. So that is why exactly Srila Prabhupada is saying that women are less intelligent. Less intelligence means they don't realize that, oh, we are not this body, we are the soul. Okay, so once, you know, the example I'll tell you, once Srila Prabhupada was in Philadelphia temple, you know, many years back. You know. So Vishaka Mataji, you know, who was hearing his lecture, Srila Prabhupada said the same thing, you know, women are less intelligent. Then in that group of people who were listening to Srila Prabhupada, all the men started looking at Vishaka Mataji, you know, like this, oh, women are very, very less intelligent, as though putting her down. Then she went back to Srila Prabhupada and she said that, Prabhupada, why did you mention that? You know, he also mentioned that women's brain is smaller. You know, men's brain are bigger. You know, he says, I think it is 32 ounces, he said. Women brain size is less, 32 ounces, but men's size is 64 ounces, something like that, he said. So then she went back to Prabhupada and said, Prabhupada, why did you say that? You know, everybody is looking at me as though they're putting me down by looking like that, strange. So then he said, don't worry. You chant more and your brain size will increase. So that means when it comes to spirituality, there is no difference. There's no male, there is no female, because it's all at the soul level. Now only it is that material concept is that, you know, women are more sentimental, more emotional. That is why they don't use their intelligence much. You know, and if you go to, you know, every day-to-day life, you can easily analyze. You know, I can analyze my own people at home, my mother, my sister, anybody for that matter. You know, if they go, see, women are, to be very specific, women are process-oriented. Men are result-oriented. Do you realize this? Men are result oriented, women are process oriented. Whether it be it a cooking or be it shopping or anything like that, if they do. So for example, if women goes for shopping, right, she buys a sari, whatever, he buys sari. So she comes home, unless she explains the whole process, she's not happy. She'll say, oh, I get onto the road, I found out an auto, and then I get into the auto, then I went to the mall, I found this sari, this color didn't match, the color matched, but the border didn't match, the border matched, but the whole length didn't match, whatever. So they explain so much, because they're process oriented. They feel so happy in explaining that to the husband. But husband is that, oh, why all this? Tell me you bought sari or not? Bought sari or not? That's all. I gave you 10,000. How much you spent? 10,000 or 15,000? So husband is result oriented. He's not worried process. But wife, they explain everything. Even while cooking, if they cook some item, they explain whole thing. I put 10 grams of this, blah blah blah, all that. But husband is, oh, final outcome is what? Is food good to eat? That is all it is. So likewise, women are like process oriented. So, and husbands are
detailed, Prabhuji.
Yeah, very detailed, very detailed. Because they want to talk more, right? That is modern statistics also. Men talk 2,000 words, women talk 4,000 words, right? So women are, that's what I said, they're process oriented. They want to explain the whole thing. So that is why if ladies really, if they are intelligent ladies, right? If they want to keep their husbands happy, they should talk less and keep conversation short and to the point. But if husbands want to keep their wives happy, then he has to be a good listener and listen to the entire process.
Prabhuji, but I want to share something.
Now this is the tip for happy married life. So.
Prabhuji, or pretend to listen, right?
Yeah, pretend to listen, whatever, because it is a cross ventilation. Cross ventilation, right? You hear from here and then.
Yeah, they put their cotton balls in their ears.
Yeah. Yes, Rajesh Govinda Prabhu, please tell.
Yes, Prabhuji. But whatever my experience, Prabhuji,
yes.
I'm understanding the things, just I especially respect the ladies and the Matajis because of, I see whatever the men, especially for gentlemen, if you want to convince about the God consciousness, they are not really very, easily you can convert it. They're so hard. But Matajis are very soft. They easily convert it to the God consciousness and they pray to the God easily.
Yeah.
This is my concern.
No, that is correct. That is what I said exactly. Because they're very emotional. They're very attached. If that attachment, if they dovetail to Krishna, they can become exemplary. They can beat all males, in spirituality. So that is what Srila Prabhupada is mentioning here. Now, based on their characteristics, they just have to dovetail it. That's all. Okay.
Yep.
So that's what we should not misunderstand. When Srila Prabhupada said women are less intelligent, we should not misunderstand. He's not talking at that soul level, or he's talking at the conscious level, that they don't really think that I'm this soul, I'm not this body. That thought process is more in men, that thought process is less in women. So that is what it is. Okay. So,
Prabhu, I want to ask you, please.
Yes.
How many women and men they have taken statistics to find out, because they are intelligent, that intelligence can be used for spirituality or anything, right? Because without her intelligence and knack of doing things, she wouldn't be able to manage the family, right?
Exactly. See, that is why it falls down into our Varnashrama Dharma, right? Our Varnashrama Dharma is that women have to be protected by men. So then the question might even arise, why women has to be protected by men? And why not men should be protected by women, right? So these are by design. So Krishna eventually in Bhagavad Gita itself, he says, Chaturvarnyam Maya Shrushtam Guna Karma Vibhagashaha. So based on this Guna and Karma, the activities, he has designed a specific body, right? So that is why the whole Varnashrama Dharma is designed like that. So we have to be under. So women, no matter, they are very intelligent. I'm telling you, when it comes to spirituality, Srila Prabhupada never differentiated between a woman and a male and a female. He never did that. He always saw at the soul level, right? So, but when it comes to this material world, there are specific characteristics for specific body. Like a tall man, right? A tall man, if you see, their brain size will be different than normal man, size man. They're different. So everybody's body is different. Okay. Okay. So, so we will end here 1.40 we ended. Okay, so next week we'll go through 1.41. I think there are 47 slokas, right, Ram Prabhu? Am I correct in this first chapter? 47?
46. Yeah, Prabhuji. I think 44 or
Prabhuji, 46.
46.
Yeah.
6. Okay, very nice. So we are almost there. 1.40. So another 6 slokas. Once we complete, then we'll take chapter 2. Okay, somebody else will be leading chapter 2. I will decide that. So if you have any questions, concerns, complaints, suggestions, we can, and any reflections, if you want to share, please go ahead. So we have 10 minutes. And before that, I need to announce very important tomorrow 2 things. First thing is we don't have Adi Gadadhar Prabhu's class tomorrow. And instead we have Amarendra Prabhu's class. Okay, at 7 o'clock. So I have shared the flyer details also. He is giving class to Australian devotees. So which is 7 p.m. our time. So please log in. There's no session from Adi Gadadhar Prabhu tomorrow. And the other thing is tomorrow morning at 10:30. So we have started a new series, Pauganda Pravachan. Pauganda, you know, right? Pauganda means what is Pauganda? What is Pauganda?
I don't know.
So there is a different bifurcation, right?
Mara, Kisora, and Paganda. Yeah.
Yeah. Shaishava. Shaishava means, Shishu. Shishu Vihar, right? In our India, we say it is Shishu Vihar. Shaishava. From the age 0 to 1, they are called Shishu. So Shaishava, they fall into category called Shaishava. And from age 1 to 5, then they are called
Kumara.
Kaishora. Kaumara.
Yeah.
Then 5 to 15.
5 to 10, Prabhuji.
5 to 10 is Kaishora.
No, Prabhuji. Paganda.
Yeah, Pauganda. No, 5 to, actually they combine 5 to 15 together as Pauganda. Some people combine that. 5 to 15. So this Pauganda Pravachan is basically those elder kids who are in this age, not really 5 to 15, but who are elder kids, like 10, 12, 15 years. They are going to preach. They are going to take a subject matter and they are going to do presentation and they're going to preach to younger kids. Okay, even parents can participate. So that is the essence of this, the Pauganda Pravachan. Okay. So this will be, tomorrow will be the first session at 10:30 a.m. And girl from India, she will be teaching us the overview of Mahabharata. So please join, elders, and please join and encourage her. And if any one of your daughter or sons, they want to take up one of the topic and then they want to give presentation, the slots are open. And after that, it is only once in fortnight, once in 2 weeks. And the second session, Brinda will be giving. The third session, I'm yet to get confirmation from Saujanya Mataji, but there is another girl who is ready to give also, so we can work it out. So for 4 slots from now, it is taken. If anybody is interested, sons or daughter at this age, 14, 15, 12, whatever, then they can talk to me, then we can book the slot. Okay. So it is very essential. The whole practice is that elder kids can do some preaching and younger kids can hear. So this is again public, it will be uploaded on YouTube channel, Krishna Bhakti Center.
What about the topic, Prabhuji? What can they pick? Kids, is there a variation or choice or?
No, kids can choose, but everything should be based on our acharyas. Based on.
No, Prabhuji, but is it only Bhagavad Gita? Is it only Mahabharata? Is it only Bhagavatam? Nothing like that.
Nothing like that. You can choose, okay, but it should be basically referred.
Based on the acharyas.
Based on our acharyas, that's all.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it will be a 1 hour slot from 10:30 to 11:30 Eastern time tomorrow. Please join. I'm going to send that flyer again. Okay. So now if you have any questions for this class or suggestions, concerns, complaints, reflections, please go ahead. We'll have 10 minutes time. So 9:15 we'll log out. Tatipriya Maitaji has raised a hand. Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji,
Mataji has raised her hand. So let's go with her first. Yes, Mataji.
Prabhu, on anger, the shlokas that we read before, it said that anger leads one to hell, like lust, greed, and anger, right? So if you can, like.
Your daughter started preaching now itself.
Yes. Urja is preaching us.
It's okay, she can be here. So if you can tell us more about anger.
Anger management. Actually, that is a very big topic. Very big topic.
There should be a whole session on that.
There should be a whole session of that. So we can take that. I mean, if you want in a brief, I can give. But see, ultimately, whatever characteristic, whatever misgivings, what we have, right? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. It is only the exhibition. All these characteristics are the exhibition of our consciousness that we are the body. We are not the soul. Okay. So as long as we are under this consciousness that we are the body and we have to enjoy, and all the outside items, objects, whether it be a person or an object, they are for my enjoyment, then these characteristics will come out. In general, I'm talking. Okay. So to get rid of this, again, this is a big topic. I'm just giving it. To get rid of this, the only solution is, as His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj also told, and many acharyas have told this, the whole problem in this world is because of inattentive and offensive chanting. The complete solution for all the problems in this world is attentive and inoffensive chanting. You got this? All the problems in this world is because of inattentive and offensive chanting. The solution for all the problems in this world is attentive and inoffensive or unoffensive. What is the opposite of offensive?
Inoffensive, yeah.
Inoffensive chanting. These are the two things we have to do. Any problem, doesn't matter. Whether it could be material problem also. So one example to say that today you want, say I want $1 million. Believe me, take it from me. Okay, you can underline. If you want $1 million today, you chant so nicely, attentively to Krishna to give you $1 million and you'll get it. Guaranteed. But only condition is attentive chanting and no offense while chanting. Okay. So that means Krishna can give you anything you want, but these are the two conditions. And Srila Prabhupada says all our spiritual sadhana is based on chanting. So if you don't do chanting, or if you are going through so many problems today, then all this is because we don't do chanting, proper chanting. It boils down to that. Not that 1,000 slokas, you read Srimad Bhagavatam, everything, all the scriptures you read. Doesn't matter. If you don't implement it in terms of chanting, then all that is a waste. And then all these 6 anarthas will be exhibited intermittently. Every time. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya will come out. Boom, 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 boom. Right?
So that means that if someone is getting very angry, that means that there is something wrong with the chanting.
Yes, exactly.
So it's like
something wrong with the chanting, and there might be, they are taken as an instrument for the other person to teach the other person that the other person's chanting is also wrong. It is not very simple. That is why this karma is very intricate. It is not as simple as that. So suppose I am chanting very nicely, according to everything, I am chanting very nicely, but still some anarthas come out of me, right?
Yes.
Why? Because when we take bath, all the dust comes out, right? It is not that we get cleaned so if we get cleaned once for all, then we don't take bath every day. So every day we take bath, right? To get
Right.
cleansed.
Right.
So the dirt is coming out. That means I'm taking bath in the holy name. All the anarthas are coming out. But you might say, Are he's chanting very nicely. Still he's showing angry
Yeah.
and all that. But that might be because I will be used as an instrument for the other person to teach that other person is also wrong. The other person is not chanting properly.
So then in that case, then I can, shout at someone and say that Krishna, he made
No,
me
but
an instrument.
Krishna will work through you. You don't have to work. See,
Yeah. So how do I know whether I am doing it or whether Krishna is making me do it?
So for that you need sadhu and shastra. You need your guru, spiritual master. That is why we have to intermittently we have to go to our guru and introspect. Guru Maharaj, this is what is happening. This is what so please guide me. So always you have to be under the shelter of a Guru Maharaj. Always. If your Guru Maharaj is not accessible, you have to be under shelter of your Shiksha Guru.
Of
Okay,
course.
so that Shiksha Guru will decide whether it is because of your attitude or because of your purification process, you're doing all these things.
Right.
Okay, so you have to take shelter always. That is why previous 2 weeks back, we went through this. Whenever you get confused, like Arjuna got confused, we said, use this philosophy, G to G.
Right.
Like how we use B to B, right? Business to business in this material world. Use G to G. G to G means go to Guru.
Oh,
Go to Guru. Anything you get confused, go to Guru. That's it. That is the solution.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, sorry. I have some question about this thing, angerness. Because of this thing, I see you are just says, I believe it, like might be some offensive chanting or some unintentive chanting is okay. But I see some people also already there, they do not chanting, Prabhuji, but they are control their angerness. They do not have any angriness. But how they do it? They do not chanting, they do not properly do anything for the religions. But we are already respecting the 4 things, whatever our religious says, Guru Maharaj says, like especially for we do the 4 things. But I know might be chanting something happening for the unentity or something like this, the wrong way. But then how do they control their angerness? Can you please explain?
Yes, so this is again we are talking one of the very very important topics, like why do bad things happen to good people? Why do good things happen to bad people? Right? You can even question that. Why do good things happen? Man, he's killing all the people, right? He's a womanizer. He's a cheater. He's doing all this cheating. And then I see that he's so happy. He gets money always. He gets all kinds of pleasure in this world. He's not punished. He's not getting caught, right? So one may question this: why do good things happen to bad people? So this is what the law of karma. This is how it acts. You are referring only to this particular life, right? You don't know his previous life. You don't know his past life. So you are referring only to this particular life, and you are coming to a conclusion that he is doing all kinds of nonsense, but still he is getting everything. Krishna is showing mercy on him. No. So he might have done very good karma in his previous life, and he's exhausting all that good karma. The profit of all that good karma is exhausting. Next life, he might be very degraded person. Right? So based on our reaction, this life, next life. So when you exhaust all your pious credits, right? Kshine punya marta loka vishanti. Again, you come back to this world. You may even go back to heaven, right? Based on your karmic reaction. You don't have to chant. Even if you don't chant, people, they go to heaven, right? It is said in scriptures, because they are in the mode of goodness. They have pious credits. They'll go back to heaven, right? Not that you chanted 16 rounds, you'll go to heaven. No. So they may even go to heaven, but when they exhaust all that pious credits, Hine Punya Marta Loka Vishanti, Marta Loka, again come back to earth, and then they'll take birth. See, our objective is not to go through all these things. Our objective is chant nicely, very attentively, and even if we have problems in this life, Krishna will give you energy to go through that problem, and then we'll attain the destination, final destination. No comeback, no comeback. Okay, so that is what our objective should be. Not that he's very patient, very tolerant. No, those are good qualities because of his old karma. Right?
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yes.
Oh, Prabhu, I have one question.
Yes, Vatsala Mataji.
Well, is it because some people's they have accumulated so many samskaras, because their nature is like that. Some of the thing, it is their inborn nature. They are very temperamental. They may be doing, but still they are very temperamental.
Correct.
Is it because of their previous nature, whatever we have accumulated, the tendencies we accumulated, that is still showing, even no matter what you do, it is going to show up?
Correct. No, it is going to show up, but in Bhagavad Gita, it is very, Krishna is very, very intelligent. He's a greatest psychotherapist. Krishna is very greatest psychotherapist. Okay. So in Bhagavad Gita, it is very clearly mentioned, right? Bhagavad Gita discusses about 5 topics, right? What are those 5 topics? What are those 5 topics?
Soul, super soul.
Yeah, soul is Ishvara, Jiva, Kala, Prakriti, then
Karma.
Out of these five topics Bhagavad Gita discusses, these four things, right? Krishna says you cannot change. You cannot change Ishvara. You cannot replace Krishna with somebody else. You cannot change Jiva. You are what you are. You cannot change. In this life you'll be some other body, but you are what you are, the soul. You cannot change that. You cannot change Kala. Can you get 1 minute back what you passed? You cannot get 1 minute back what you passed. Right? So you cannot change Kala. And you cannot change Prakriti, this material nature. You cannot change. Can you stop rain? You cannot change. Can you stop tsunami? You cannot do that. So you cannot change any of these. But one thing you can change, karma. Okay, one thing you can change, karma. Karma means what? Based on all your anarthas, everything, whatever activities you react and you do, those end up in karma, those activities, right? So that thing can be controlled by devotional life. Only
we have 3 types of karma, right? The previous and the now.
No, there are
right?
many types. Okay, the karma might be in the seed form, or it might have already fructified, or it is in the process of fructifying. So that is all well described in the Shastras. Okay, so but this karma is very intricate, but that can be changed. Krishna is saying, based on your karma, for example, today I am driving, based on my karma, some other car, even though I am driving nicely, okay, under the limit, speed limit, under the direction of the law, I'm still driving, but my karma is somebody else will rashly come and hit my car and I'll die. That is my karma. But if I follow devotional process, Krishna wants me here more in this world, then what he'll say, if the car comes and hits me, I lose my leg, probably. I lose my hand, but I won't lose my life. So that karma can be changed, even though destination is that you are supposed to die, but because I'm following the bhakti process, Krishna can help. Only Krishna can change. Only Krishna, Guru and Krishna. Okay, so that is what it is. So when somebody is exhibiting all these anarthas, right, it is because of karma, but those can be changed. Those can be changed. Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
So we are getting late. If no one has anything, then we'll end here. Okay.
Thank you.
So tomorrow at 10:30, please join, my humble request, and encourage kids. So all the elder kids, like Kanchan Mataji and Nitya Mataji, and then Ankita Mataji and Brajesh Govind Prabhu, your daughters. They all can take up one session and they can then prepare and then they can preach. Okay.
Sure.
So we can talk offline about that. You know, if you're ready, please let me know. Okay, this is at 10:30, but tomorrow 10:30, please join. And
Thank you.
evening 7 o'clock, not 7:30. Please make a note. Evening
Mm.
7 o'clock is Amarendra Prabhu's class. Okay.
Prabhuji, will there be a recording for the other Pauganda use? Because
Yes.
Prajna has a conflict, so I just want to make sure she doesn't miss so that we can listen to the recording.
Yes, there will be recording. It is. We are using the same credentials. It is from Krishna Bhakti Center.
Oh, okay.
It
Okay,
is not.
then I can
It
check
is
in
our
the YouTube.
program. It is our program. It's not.
Got it, Prabhuji. Then I will check.
Yeah. So
Because
it
she
is.
has other class and I don't want her to get too
What
many
time they
conflicts.
have class?
It's from 9:30 to 11:30.
Oh, so that they're going to miss.
Mm.
Okay. So, anyways, that is getting
It's
recorded
okay,
and
Prabhuji.
it will be published on YouTube channel Krishna Bhakti Center. Okay.
Sure,
Mhm.
Prabhuji. Thank you.
Okay, Mata.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, Dandavat Pranam everyone. Hare Krishna.
Dhanyavad.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Devasya Pakitanam
Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hare
Ananta
Krishna.
Koti Bhasma Vrindika.
Just
Gaur Premanandi.
Thanks.
Hari Hari Bol.
Hari
Hare
Bol.
Hari Bol.